Hey everyone, Sarah Lang here. I just wanted to do a video on how to make events for either a free challenge group or a paid challenge group and how you can use them to advertise for it, invite people, and much more. So I just am going to share my screen with you as I go through to make an event for a free group that I want to do next week. So give me a moment. Okay. So here I'm on Facebook. You're going to go over to your left-hand side and click on Events. And as you can see, I have an event here that I have going on for like the whole month for my paid challenge group for April. But what I want to actually do is create a challenge group for a free group that I want to do next week, and it's going to be about emotional eating. So right up here in the left-hand corner, you immediately want to change your event from private to public. Let me tell you, I've made this mistake before. What happens if you accidentally leave it as private, you have to make the whole event over again because you can't just switch it once it's already made. So you can host it. It automatically sometimes comes up with my like page, but I think it actually reaches more people from my personal page. I only have like 160 likes on my like page versus like 1,000 something friends on my personal page. So I think I'll reach more people by doing that, but it depends on who you're trying to reach. Just remember your target market and who you'll be able to get to. So for an event photo, what I normally do is go to PicMonkey. This might not be new to all of you, but to make an event photo is different than making a cover photo for a group. So an event is how you can invite people and get RSVPs, whereas once those people have RSVP'd and made you their coach, you can put them in the private group, and that's where you give the information for your free group. So an event photo is actually a different size. So I always just Google, and I think it's like 784 by 295. And you're able to do that in PicMonkey. You can make a custom size. So for an emotional eating group, I'll have some pictures of food. I'll probably have a picture of me somewhere on here, and I'll put some text across it, like, do you struggle with emotional eating? So I'll come back to this event eventually. Maybe I'll make a private one for now and not invite anybody. And then when I have my cover photo ready, when I'm ready to make this public, I'll make it public. So you can either upload a photo or choose a theme. And I haven't seen this before. I would make your own photo because these are interesting. Make an event name, so I'll probably call it Free Yourself from Emotional Eating. And, the clean eating groups are great. Think of something that you've struggled with in the past and what your target market could use help with. And I know emotional eating has been a big struggle for me in the past, and I've been wanting to do a group on it forever. So I'll be putting that together this week to start next Monday. Location, a lot of times I'll just put like the comfort of your own home because it's all online. Or you could say like private accountability group or private online group. So people know it's not like something they actually have to physically go to, because people will be like, oh, where are you having this class? And you're like, no, it's all online. Like if you're in Arizona and I'm in New York, like you can still do this. And so you can say just use the comfort of your own home instead of using an actual location. Date and time. So let's see, I'll probably make it start next Sunday and have it run until next Saturday. So that's like the week of the event, so people understand it's a week. For the description, keep it super simple, but hit the pain points. So it's like you're talking to your old self. So, have you ever struggled with emotional eating? And then you can say something like, sneaking into the kitchen at night when everyone else is asleep, eating healthy all day, and then coming home and pigging out, and maybe just add some other experiences that you have had in the past with emotional eating. And someone will read that and be like, that's me. That's what you want to get. That's what you want to, you really want to speak to your people. And you can just say, I used to feel this way. It was so frustrating, and I always felt defeated immediately after an emotional binge. So, like, really, you can put some heart into this, but it doesn't have to be, like, lengthy. And you're going to say, that's why I decided to put together a free group, like a free 7-day group to help others overcome this difficult habit. You know, like, I would fix the wording. I'm just flying off the cuff here. You can say, join this free group and you will get my free guide and workbook. Like, I'm going to say workbook. Get my free workbook on how to overcome emotional eating. Learn how to discover your patterns, triggers, and your patterns and triggers. Learn tips and tools on how to overcome. I'm just basically tell them the value they're going to get from this group. You're going to get this free ebook. You're going to, and that's something you can really easily make on Canva in like an hour or less, depending on how efficient you are with Canva. Just say the different things they're going to learn, the different topics that you'll cover, and then just say at the bottom something like, to join, just RSVP going to this event and make me your free coach here. And you can put your link for becoming a free coach. If you don't want to put that there, just say, just RSVP going to this event and message me for the next step. And you can kind of engage them in some conversation there about their goals and why they want to do the group. Maybe ask them about their personal struggles with emotional eating. And then just bring up, hey, I just need you to do this quick free sign up. And once they have you sign up, once they sign up as one of your free customers, get them in the group, or just say, hey, as soon as the group is made, it's going to be a private group. Only the other members will see any of the posts in there. So it's a very safe place for you to become, comfortable with the information and comfortable with sharing some of your own experiences and how we can help each other. You'll be put in that group when it's ready. And so I'll probably have the group all ready and everything by Sunday and add people in, get to know each other, and start the information on Monday. So, to join, blah, 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 link. So you can decide whether or not you want to put your free Team Beachbody sign up link in there, or if you just want to do it in a personal message. I could see pros and cons either way. So just click create. I put guests can invite friends because then you can have, like, you can say, hey, invite your mom, invite your sister, invite your friends from school. And then it's kind of like your own referral source. It's a free group, so the more the merrier. Why not? So I put this private, but make sure you do yours public. I want to get my wording right and my cover photo done before it goes public, because as soon as I publish it, then everyone's going to see it. So for the purposes of this video, that's why I did that. So add your cover photo in, add your description. Like I said, it doesn't have to be lengthy. Just say, these are the behaviors that I want to help you with. I used to struggle with these too. This is how I overcame these issues. In this free group, you will get a free workbook to go through the steps that we're going to work on in this group, and you can kind of write down your triggers and new habits that you want to form that are healthier, and to RSVP, just do this. And then you'll be invited. So to do the actual advertising, there are 3 main ways I invite people to my free groups and my challenge groups. Number 1, you can directly invite people right in your event like that. So a lot of times I just have specific people I invite. I might go to other events that I've hosted that I've invited people to in the past, and I invite them, and then I add any like new contacts I've made lately and invite them to the event. So you just select people. There might be certain people you've talked to lately. You can invite them to this. One big way I usually invite people is through private message. So maybe after I've invited them to this group, I send them a message and say, hey, I just sent you an invite to a free group I'm hosting next week. It's about emotional eating, which is something I've struggled with personally, and I found that a lot of my friends struggle with this as well. Are you interested in more information? And then you can either, if they say yes, you can either refer them to the event and just have them read the description, have them get back to you, or just say, okay, just make me your free coach here and I'll get you added to the group. So personal messages are huge because people get so many notifications a day, they might miss your event. And they might miss that you invited them to it. And just not everyone always listens to their notifications. So you can either personally message someone, or if you know someone's not big on Facebook Messenger and you have their phone number, just shoot them a text. I've noticed that there's some people that never ever respond to Facebook Messenger. They don't have the Messenger app on their phone, so they only get their messages when they're on the computer, and not everyone logs into Facebook all the time like coaches do. So just think of the best way to reach people. And you can even invite people in person. You know, if you see someone every day at school and you're like, hey, I'm doing a group on this next week. You know, it can be scary to talk about coaching in real life, but it's not as bad when you just practice and do it. So those are the first 2 ways. 1, actually physically invite them to the event. 2, private message them. I guess I have 4 ways, not 3. Another thing you can do is start breadcrumbing on your wall. So tomorrow night, I'll share a little bit about my story with emotional eating, and I'll say I'm running a free group on this next week. Like, this is what I used to do. This is why I decided to make a change. This is how I overcame it. And I want to help others do the same. If you want to join my group on emotional eating, click the link in the comments below and RSVP going. So you can get people RSVP that way. If you didn't personally invite them, they can find the event. And that's another reason to have it public, because even if you forget to invite someone to the event, or someone's interested and you just happen to not invite them, they can still RSVP. If it's private, only the people you invite can see the event. So that's really important to know. So breadcrumbing throughout the week, like make maybe a post a day and just say, hey, you can RSVP here for my group next week. It's totally free. You're going to get tons of value out of it. You'll learn this and this. You'll get this free workbook. Really talk it up and really just like show how much value you're going to be giving in this group. It's going to be incredible. You don't want to miss it. One other way to get the event popping up in people's news feeds and to get more eyes on the event page and what they'll be doing is to post in the actual event. So say I post like a motivational quote right in the event. Anyone that I've invited to this event and anyone that is like friends of friends, adding a picture in here, it will pop up on everyone's notifications that you invited. And then say like some of the people you invited like the post in the event page, it's going to bump it back up in their friends' news feeds, and it's going to bump it up in the news feed. So the more interaction you get going on the actual event page where you're inviting people from, the more people are going to see your event and respond to it. So those are 4 ways that you can get people to respond to your event. You can make an event and personally invite them. You can personally message specific people. You can post about it on your own wall, and you can post in the event wall to draw attention to your event. So I hope this is helpful. Usually I give it a week. So today's Sunday. I want to start this next Sunday, Monday. So I'm going to get the event going tomorrow and start breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is just dropping little pieces of your story here and there for people to get to know a little bit about you and why you do what you do. It's not just, hey, I'm doing this free group, join it. It's saying, why you're talking about this content and why it's important to you and what the other people are going to get out of it. So I'll stop my screen share. Hope this information was helpful and hope to get any feedback from you guys on maybe what you're doing different. If you have any other questions after watching this video, I'd love to help. So thank you for watching. Have a great night.